Hello there everyone, I'm Indurok and today I'm playing more Star Wars... Kotor, I guess,
Hey
whatever.
there. What can I do for you?
I don't know.
Don't tell me you believe Lena's lies. Griff might be working as a miner on Tatooine, but the rest of her story is Bantha Poodoo. You can't trust someone like her. At least Griff's free of her clutches.
Oh, okay, I think this is what she said before.
On Tatooine if we have time. Maybe I can arrange to see my brother again.
We'll find your brother, mission.
I just hope he's not in any kind of trouble when we do.
Okay, well. So let's talk to some of these other people then.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me more about the Mandalorian Wars.
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us.
You couldn't have won against the whole galaxy.
But it was close. So close. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
But you eventually lost.
Yeah, we lost. But there is no shame in it. We lost to the greatest single warrior the Republic has ever known. It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed. His strategies and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
Why didn't you retreat?
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know? Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it is.
I haven't even been using them.
His own limit. There anything else? Your choice.
Okay. Alright. I don't know if there's anything I can do yet. Oh, wait. Okay. How about this one? No? Okay. Attack bonus 3. Attack bonus 1. Or, wait. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, wait. I didn't... Okay, right, yeah. There was nothing. Alright. Oh. Okay. Wait, does this have... No, it doesn't. I thought maybe some of the stuff would already have these equipped, but no. I guess that's not the case. Alright. Oh, okay. Nope. Nope. Oh. Yay! Oh, shit. Well, I mean, now that someone's wearing this, I don't remember who's wearing it. Oh, hang on. Let me see what the difference is between this and that. Dexterity bonus. But the higher defense bonus. I don't know. You know, I'll just switch with this. I mean, after looking up the definition of dexterity, I still don't really understand how the hell friggin', I don't know. Let's just switch anyway. Oh, I haven't been giving you anything. Alright, well, I guess that's it. What? I'll probably cut out a lot of that from this video, because holy crap. Oh, geez, the camera is a lot more zoomed in than it was before. What the hell? Still nothing in these. I guess this is literally just a place to keep my stuff. But I don't think I don't seem to run out of inventory space. Alright, camera, do you have to be so close? Okay. Thank you. Nah. Is there ever anything to talk about at all? I don't... I'll never be able to actually talk to this droid and understand it. Hey, Zalbar. Oh. Anything more to say about yourself? You've seen more than I would have allowed and taught me some things too. I'm grateful for that. It'll be a while before... Okay. Alright, let's go. Hello!
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me more about your past.
Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating.
Invigorating?
They were so very alive. So full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic.
Tragic?
Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking...
Oh shit, I didn't mean to click. Whoops. Damn straight, I do look divine! Okay. The Jedi are not gods.
I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long.
What happened?
The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations.
Was it that bad?
Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hate out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
As long as you do not let your anger influence you.
Don't you see? The very fact I mentioned it means it has its influence. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again. Yes.
Is something wrong?
I have been bothered by something of late.
Oh, okay. What is it?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
What?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside. Trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known except those on Dantooine.
You mean...
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastilla. Taris, my homeworld.
Oh! I didn't know that. I'm sorry, Juhani. I did not know.
If it were not for you and Bastilla, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that.
Okay.
It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastilla. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood. Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
I'm sorry, Juhani. There was no way to prevent it.
I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
It will be alright, Juhani.
Yes. Yes, I suppose it will. As long as we remain focused on our task, it will. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What is it? I was remembering Taris.
What about it?
It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and a meager pay doing back-breaking labor.
And those rat ghouls.
There was always the danger of raccoons coming up from the sewers, or more mundane predators living and working in the area. My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. But we could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
No one would help you?
And of course, there was the constant
okay.
bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes. But I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human.
One of the Jedi you met?
The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order. The one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians. She was human. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point. If there even was one. Sometimes, I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today.
Your parents?
Another story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic. To save the galaxy, if we can.
Man, there's so much to
How
say.
may I be of assistance to you?
Is there anything else?
What is it you would like?
What are you thinking about?
I have been thinking much about our journey, and I am grateful and honored that you have accepted me with you. I am not used to such unbiased acceptance from one who is nearly a stranger to me. We Cathar do not make friends easily, or for long. Even on Dantooine, I remained alone. Not ostracized exactly, but separate.
It must have been difficult for you.
Yes, it was. I find it difficult to speak of those things. I do not want to live that way ever again. And here, it seems different. It is warming. I feel almost welcome. Needed. You seem to be very decisive when it is required of you. It is reassuring to know that I can count on someone like you.
It's only because I haven't found out how to ditch you yet? What the hell? We're all in this together.
Yes, and that is my point. I find it difficult to explain. It is so different from what I am used to. Just thank you for accepting me. How may I be of assistance?
Anything else?
What?
Okay.
Of course.
Alright. Jeez, there was a lot to talk to her about. Alright. Hello. Yeah, I knew you would be here, because I remember that. I remember that from the game. I forgot I put a visor on you.
On your mind?
Do you know anything? Oh, can you make me a healing? Can you make a healing kit for me?
I suppose I could whip up something, a few herbs and such. Do know that the best alternative is not to get hurt, right? Well, not
Yeah.
to say that you go leaping into the path of blaster fire or anything, but I know how you young people get. Here, take it.
Thank you.
Got something on your mind? How many could you possibly need? And besides, I don't have enough supplies on me to put some more together. Ask me later when you're actually in need and I'm less tired. I'm not a kit factory, you know.
Alright, is there...
Something on your mind?
Do you know anything about this place?
Oh, I know plenty about Kashyyyk. You think someone doesn't live here for 20 years and pick up a thing or two? Chances are, by the time I finish telling you about it all, you would have found out for yourself. So there's no reason for me to start blathering on. It should be enough for me to tell you that there's kilometer after kilometer of trees on this planet.
The entire
The deeper
planet
you
is
go,
trees.
the more dangerous it gets. If you're smart, you stay on top with the Wookiees. You go deep, however, and you may find some things you weren't expecting. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going.
Okay. Never mind.
Oh, I get it. Let's play with the old man's head, is it? He's half senile. He'll forget I said anything. Wait, what was this about anyway?
Okay. Hang on. I don't remember if there was anyone else to talk to. The ship may not be huge, but sometimes I still, like, forget about things. Alright. Well, there is, these two in the friggin... in this area. Okay, so, wait. Oh yeah, the missions on Tatooine, I will need to bring Bastila and Mission with me. Alright. Hang on. I'm gonna save. Boop! Boop!
Yes, what's on your mind?
We didn't end our last discussion very well.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
And how does that excuse your actions?
It doesn't, I know. It's been a while since I've even had to think about that sort of thing. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
Don't worry about it, Karth.
No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
Only if you agree to work with me for once.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
Okay. Goody.
Yes,
All right.
what's on your mind?
But let's see if there's anything else. Nope. Okay.
You got it.
All right. All right. Bastilla.
How can I help?
Do you want to talk?
Sorry. I'm just thinking about my mother. It's strange to hear news after all this time. It's quite distracting. Should we have the opportunity, I would like to find her on Tatooine.
Okay, yeah. I
There's
think
only
I've
one
heard this
small
before.
colony there. It should not be difficult. It's not that I look forward to
One
seeing
small
her.
colony
I just can't help but wonder what
on the
she
entire
wants.
planet.
But perhaps we have better things to do.
All right, so let's go to Tatooine. Let's go deal with that. Wait, is there a star map on Tatooine, or I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. Oh, that is Kashyyyk. Yavin. Okay, oh, Dantooine. I didn't even look at that. Okay. Manan. Korriban. All right. Tatooine. Tatooiner. Okay. Travel. Let's go. Whee! Bye-bye, trees. This looks more like frickin' the Endor forest. Okay. Are we gonna be attacked again? Nope, apparently not. We're just going to light speed. Okay. I'm having nightmares again. Oh. Oh, that's the other star map. Are we even on the right planet for that? I feel like we probably should be, but I don't remember. I don't remember where exactly it all was. I'm sure Basilisk said it, but I can't remember exactly. Alrighty. So we are here. Another vision. The Force is guiding us. Okay.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Tatooine is known for little but glowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. It looked like it was inside some sort of cave.
The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Probably. The reason I'm saving so much here, like before I talk to her, is because I know something that's going to
How can I
happen
help?
later.
Sorry. It's
Oh.
not the-
Okay, well, not at this point, but
Yes, what's on your mind?
tell me why you want revenge on Saul so badly.
I already told you, he betrayed us all.
It just seems to be more personal than that, is all.
Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it.
I asked, didn't I?
It's just that I don't talk about it very much, okay? I told you about my homeworld, Telos. 4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there and demanded its surrender. The planet refused, and Saul proceeded to devastate its entire surface. Millions died. I had a wife and a son on Telos. I thought they would be safe there, but my task force arrived too late to be of much help. We didn't have enough medical supplies. The colony was burning and the dying were everywhere. I remember holding my wife and screaming for the medics, but they didn't come in time.
It's terrible. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Of course not. How could you? I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. Hunting Saul was my only purpose. I miss them. And I know killing Saul won't bring them back. And it won't make me happy again, but I have to do it. I don't expect you to understand, but I have to pay him back for what he's done. I have to. It's all I have left.
I didn't mean to pry.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. You deserve some kind of, explanation.
So, what happened to your son? You didn't say.
His name was Dustle, and I don't know what happened to him. The colony was a complete ruin, and we never found any trace of him. I made inquiries and followed the reports from Telos for years, but I stopped. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. Let's continue with what we were doing. Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Okay. Don't think there's gonna be anything else from that he's gonna say. Alright.
How may I be? What?
Okay. Alright. So, we are on Tatooine! But, are you gonna say anything?
What can I do? I always heard Tatooine was nothing but a rock covered by a bunch of worthless sand. I can't even figure out why Zerka Corp set up their mining operations here. Sorry I can't be more help, you know? Is there anything else I can do for you? I've been thinking about Lena and what she said about Griff. You know, how he was always blaming other people for his problems? There might be something to what she said.
You mean you believe her story now?
No, of course not. Not really. But what if it was his idea to leave me behind? I'm not saying Griff would just abandon me, but maybe he did want to leave me behind. Just temporarily, you know? He might have done that if he planned on coming back later, but things
I
don't
don't know
work
about
out for
that.
Griff the way he planned, you know? And that's when he'd get in trouble. He was always borrowing money he could never pay back. He might have been trying to skip out on his debts when he left Harris. He would have to leave his little sister behind so it would look like he was coming back.
Kind of like how you came to Taurus in the first place.
Yeah, well, no, not exactly. Look, all I'm trying to say is that the more I think back, the more I realize I might be idolizing my brother a bit, not seeing all his faults. I still want to find him. I need to see him again. It's just that I'm not sure how I'll react when I do.
When the time comes, you'll know what to say, Mission. He deserves a swift kick in the groin for what he did, because he's a prick.
Maybe.
All right.
We'll see.
Go with that first choice.
I don't want to judge him yet. Maybe Lena was lying. Or maybe she wasn't. All I know is I'd like to speak to Griff myself. If we have time, I'd like to go talk to the Zerka Corp rep on Tatooine and see what he has to say about where my brother is now. Hey there, what can I do for you? All I know is I'd like to speak to Griff myself.
Okay. Oh, wait, hang on.
Hey there, what can can I... Sorry, I don't have one handy right
Okay.
now.
Maybe you'll say more.
Yeah, what do you
You look kind of silly.
The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it.
How much did you lose?
There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor. Only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
And you eventually came to Taris?
Yeah, I came to Taris. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Taris and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Taris could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
I'm honored.
Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know? Your...
I don't think there's anything else. No, there's nothing for him to say about any of his stories.
Got something on your mind, do you?
Why did you just decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgot what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of a synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Did you annoy this person endlessly too? You're avoiding the question.
So I am. Tell you what, when you get to be my age, you can go ahead and answer any question you like to. You have my permission. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
And you traveled with this man?
I did. Just because someone has the Force swirling about them doesn't always mean they have a great destiny. But it doesn't hurt to check it out. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
So why didn't you leave?
Well, he had a much better food dispenser than you do. That and the fact that even I wasn't an altogether impatient twit. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled on
Krat?
the bridge of his ship for questioning.
Sounds like a creature in the Star Wars universe. Krat dragon, or I don't know if that's what it's called. I can't remember anything. Okay. And Andor killed Krat, I take it?
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. Or this could have just been gurgling noises. Well, anyway, finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I hate you, old man! But how can you even be sure Andor was responsible?
What? Are you kidding? What are the odds of that happening anyway? 1,000,000,000 to 1? You should do so well as to be sucked into the engine of some evil Sith Lord, you know. Andor was a hero. Sort of. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Mm-hmm.
Got something on you. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, whatever. Alright. I don't think there's anyone else to talk to, so let's just go. Oh, I'm going the wrong way to leave. Oh yeah, that's where mission is. Alright, so let's go. There we go. Boop.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve. After some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a
Oh, and again with this.
credits because of this.
What do I get for my 100 credits?
The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses.
I don't need to pay the fee. I don't need to pay the fee.
You know, I don't think you need to pay the fee. We'll let it go this time.
Well, that was easy. Sure wish I had special mind-affecting force powers.
This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Give me some background on Tatooine.
There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Zerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look.
Tell me about Zerka Corporation's operations here.
I can't really get into that. It hasn't been a very smooth operation. I shouldn't get into it.
Come now, friend. Let me in on all the details.
It's common knowledge, so there's no harm in telling you. It's a tale of bad business. You see, Zerka Corporation staked their claim to this planet based on some very promising geological surveys. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect, and possibly even an attempt at sabotage by a rival company.
So Zerka Corporation has set up shop on a barren planet.
Not totally barren. There were a few good years of mining, and limited operations are still in place. But the ore is flawed. It has peculiar properties. They've had to look at other forms of business.
What do you mean when you say the ore is peculiar?
Zerka Corporation has really tried to hide this, but it just seems that Tatooine metal is unfit for effective manufacturing. I would imagine that this outpost will eventually be abandoned. Nobody is making any money here. Of course, this rock may have been settled a few times, so look for some other company to get stuck with it.
What other forms of business are being looked at here?
Pursuits that appeal to the casual traveler. There are some fearsome native species that provide exciting hunting. There are also lengthy, barren wastes that serve as fine swoop tracks. Attracting business has been slow, however.
What is known about the history of this planet?
Very little. There are hints that it might once have been a lush world, but I can't picture it as anything but a desert. Native
Me neither.
sentient species have no records going back that far. That was hundreds of years ago, maybe thousands. Of course, the native species are not very willing to tell anyone anything. They're barely more than animals.
What species do you mean?
The Sand People. They're vicious and attack outsiders on sight. More animals than anything, really. Maybe they know the history of Tatooine. Maybe they don't. Impossible to tell. They won't cooperate.
Yeah. Have you had trouble with the Sand People?
Not personally, but they've given Zerka Corporation a rough time. It's hard enough mining this rock without suffering random attacks. I think the company has even put a bounty on them, but I'm sure not going to try for it.
Where can I get information about jobs like that?
It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in the central anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them.
I suppose that you're probably the smartest one here. Okay. I'm looking for very specific things. Who should I ask?
That's not much information. Could you tell me more?
I'm looking for older things, antiques, artifacts.
You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by Sand People soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know.
I need good paying work. What is there to do?
It depends on what level of
Oh,
risk.
okay.
While you're at the office, I suppose you could. I can't.
Okay, then. Actually, I really need to get going.
As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Okay, then. At least the Force Persuasion doesn't really get me any dark side points. So that's nice. Neither does stealing other people's shit. Computer spike. Awesome. Does this need to always be happening? All this hissing and the air coming out of there. Ion defense turret. Another food locker. Boop. Thank you. Hello. Okay, no, you don't talk. Hang on. Let me just make sure there's nothing else to interact with there. Okay, you guys seem to... Based on the names of you guys, you seem to be a little more important and people worth talking to. Heavy blaster turret. I assume you're the shop owner here. Who's that? Turn... the customers are talking. That's better. Hello, customer. Buy from save your credits. Save because you never know what when situations turn all around. Look at the okay. Okay. You want to keep you from important business. Please have a look. Life support pack. I got over... holy shit, that's a lot of money I got. Life support. 30? Hang on. 20. Infinite. Okay, so I could keep buying the advanced med packs. And these are 40, same price as always. I'll just get that. Should I buy more of these? I'll buy 2. So that I can give them to people who are with me. Should they ever need them. Just in case we run out of any of those. What? Why? Banthas apparently find it irresistible. Bantha fodder. Wait. Oh, I thought... oh, okay. It's doubtful any intelligent species would willingly call it food. It costs only 1. Let's buy it. Why not? Okay. Wow. Nerve enhancement package. Immunity. Mind affecting. Oh, jeez. 7,500. Yeah, no thanks. Okay, I think that's good enough. I think that'll be good. Alright. Thank you for your business. Oh! Captain, let's see. Ah, yes, here it is. It looks like a shipment has been delivered to your ship as requested. What? What shipment? What are you talking about? What shipment was that again? Let's see. Docking Bay 32, check grave. Lifeform Gizka. Everything seems to be in order. Did you say Gizka? It says right here, the manifest that you ordered a crate of Gizka to be delivered to Docking Bay 32. That's right here. Now all I need is your thumbprint for the... Wait a second. Where'd the data pad go? Nothing is ever organized. Okay, Gizka, yours. One of the loaders said the crate split open once he put it in your hold. Some of the critters might have gotten loose. Really? Now I have to go frickin'... We don't accept liability, and we certainly couldn't take the cargo back. Enjoy! What the f... You bastard! Damn it! Now I have a bunch of critters crawling all around, all over my ship. I suppose I'll have to try and catch them. Oh! Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Pick it up. Wriggles there, you grasp and plops back down into the floor. Pet it. It coos enthusiastically in response. Play a game with the Gizka. You play a game of peekaboo with the little creature, hiding your face behind your hands and startling it each time you appear. What fun! Curiously. Okay, so now we just have these things all over the place. But, try again. Will it ever happen? Okay. Looks disappointed at the lack of attention, hops away. Okay, these things are actually kind of cute. How many are there?
Yeah, what do you want?
Have you seen all these Gizka on the ship?
So deal with it. Why are you asking me about it?
I don't know. I thought you liked shooting things, and maybe actually no. I don't want you to shoot them. There's another one. Pet it. Play a game with it. So, do I just have these all over my ship now? Is that the thing?
Hey there.
They're just
What can I do?
here? Or is there something I'm supposed to do with them? Do you know anything about these Gizka creatures?
Are you sure you want to ask me about that?
Well, okay, fine, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should... I don't know who else I should try talking to about this. I wonder what you're gonna say. Do you think they're tasty? Do you know anything about dealing with Gizka? I know nothing of what you speak. Okay. How about you? Do you know about it?
Assistance to you, Padawan.
Do you know if anything can be done about all these Gizka?
I do not know how to help you with that. I am sorry.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Got something on.
You never did actually say why you decided to come with me.
No, I never did I?
You know, I don't have to take you with me. Okay. Are you always going to be this elusive?
Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
You never exactly said those exact words. Move on to where?
To bed. I'm old and tired.
Okay. No, really.
How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters and the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
No, I guess not.
There. Now was that so hard?
I mean, I can agree with that, I guess. Yeah.
Some petty eccentricities. Nice to see you agree for once. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
Can you even see with that visor? Do you know what my destiny is?
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
So you're coming along to not offer your opinions? Oh, tell me more of what you see.
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi.
Nomi?
Can be all bad.
Who's Nomi?
Nomi, Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
I don't bring you along for your amusement, you know. So, you're along as some kind of observer?
Nonsense. If I ever refused to help you when you asked, how confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo!
Okay.
Something on your mind?
Have you seen all these Gizka we have on board?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Rambo. What are you saying?
What? Really now? Really now? Okay, fine. I'll friggin' go to the bridges this way. See what they have to say about all this. Hello. I guess we're just gonna keep them here. Not that I mind, because they're kind of adorable.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you know if anything can be done about all these Gizka?
I'm not really sure. You can figure it out on your own, can't you?
How can I help?
Uh-huh. What? Okay, I thought maybe...
Sorry, it's not that
I can't talk to her about this?
Then I said...
Alright, let's just go. Doesn't seem to be anything I can do about them, so... What happens when I kill it? I don't want to, but I'm just... that's why I'm saving. Because I'm just curious. The fragile creature's neck is easily wrung. Strangely enough, another Gizka shows itself a moment later, crawling out from between two panels. What? Okay. What? They're invincible! I just got a couple of dead freaking... Okay, yeah, I'm actually gonna load anyway. Even though it doesn't seem to really do anything. Alright. Oh, actually, I'm out of time. So, I'll just head back over here and just end my video. So, yeah, that's the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.